Hi, it's Carolyn, the contest queen. Okay, what can I do here? Poll, enhance, stickers. See, I don't know why I haven't been able to get these stickers. Now I can get the stickers. So I'm just going to put this here because, I don't know, delete. Oh well. I wanted to put a little sticker to say, hi, who I am. I saw a TikToker that talked about it and I thought it'd be cool. But anyway, I'm here to answer your sweepstakes questions because everybody wants to know how to win, right? And there's millions, there's every time you turn around, you can spot the word win. It's on packaging, it's on social media, it's on ads, it's everywhere. You even see it on TV sometimes. Excuse me. I had a late dinner and I gotta have my cup of tea. And so I teach people how to find, organize, enter, and win contest, sweepstakes, and giveaways. Say that 3 times fast. And I'm the author of the book. Oh, it's backwards. Hang on. I think I have to flip. Where's the flip? Camera video there. Oh no. It really is live. Anyway. It's really hard to teach on TikTok because my book is over 200 pages and TikToks are 15 seconds to a minute. So I can only teach so much. And that's why I tell people to also check out my website because I have 5 steps to begin winning and it outlines it and you can take your time. And then I have a little booklet if you sign up for my newsletter. It's called the Sweepstakes Starter Kit. You get that. It's 12 pages with 10 points inside to get you started. I do live streams on Facebook and YouTube because they're much longer. Like I just did one on manifesting money with Helene Hadsel's technique, and that was like over an hour. And then monthly, I do sweepstakes Q&As on YouTube that are longer, and you can go back and because these are gone. Like I come on here, I answer questions, and then they're gone. So if you have something specific about sweepstakes that you want to know, put it in the comments and I'll answer your specific question. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about something that kind of bugs me about sweepstakes because I don't just teach people how to win. I also run sweepstakes for clients. So we're running one right now. And one of my top videos on YouTube is the number one reason you're not winning sweepstakes. And it's you're not reading the rules. And my number one tip is always read the rules. If you scroll back on my feed, you'll see a video that says, I lost $1,000 prize. You know why? Because I didn't read the rules and I disqualified myself. So they messaged me and said, you're a potential winner. You're always a potential winner until you have a correct, approved release or affidavit sent back to the company. You're not a winner until you have the legal paperwork in place. Most people don't realize that a sweepstakes rules are a legal and binding document between the sponsor and the entrant, and it can stand up in a court of law. If you guys watched McMillions, we got to like episode 5 or whatever, and they're going to court, and the district attorney's like, yeah, and we referred to the rules, and I just jumped off the couch. I'm like, I knew it. It's the rules. George is like, calm down. It's a show. But I've always said I've always been teaching entrants the rules are a legal and binding contract that can stand up in a court of law, and they're written in the favor of the sponsor. And that show proved it. So I was so happy to see that because now I can say, see, I was right. But you have to read the rules. So I'm running a contest for a client this week, and it says 1 entry per person per post. We're doing it on Instagram. And people are tagging all of their friends. And then I get private messages. People are like, that's not fair. Why are they doing that? I go, I use WooBox to do the drawing. there's a feature that says remove duplicates, and I select that so everyone only gets one entry. So if you sat there and wasted your time and put in like 12 entries into the sweepstakes or 100, one push of one button, when I do it, all that work is gone. You have one entry just like everybody else. Always read the rules. Always read the sweepstakes rules. I've lost big prizes because I didn't read them. Sometimes you know them and you go too fast. Tom Cavalli of I Win Contests, one year he was doing the Super Bowl sweepstakes, and you had to put an answer with a hashtag, and he was going so fast, and the first person that got it would win, and he was going so fast. He got the answer, but he forgot to put the hashtag. He didn't win. He lost $10,000. He didn't win. You have to read the rules, know them, and follow them. So he knew the rules. He'd read the rules. In his panic, he didn't follow them. Disqualified. Companies, again, it's a very legal thing. So I want you to always, 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 always read the rules. That's like my number one tip. I've screwed myself. How do you think I got so good at this stuff? I have made every mistake under the sun, and I'm going to teach you what not to do. Like another one of my big tips is set up an email address just for entering sweepstakes. The reason I know that is I started using my work email. Bad idea. Took me 6 months to port over to a personal address. Because I had to start, but then I still had to watch the other one. Then I had to unsubscribe for all the newsletters. Then I had to transfer them over to the new one. Then I had to, So if you have any sweepstakes questions, put them in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk sweepstakes in general, sweepstakes contest giveaways. I would love to do giveaways here like I do on YouTube, but there's no way for me to draw from the comments or the people that came. There's no way for me to do it. So if you want to win from me, check out I'm doing a giveaway on YouTube right now and Facebook, so you can go check that out. I've always got them I'm doing them. I have one on my website right now. It finishes next week. You can win a one-on-one with me and I can walk you through the hobby. I'm always giving away prizes all the time myself. I'm actually been packing a ton of prizes up. I want to sit and film it tomorrow. Because I'm taking stuff to the annual. Look at this. I'm doing bottles. I want to do a video on this before I pack them all up. I'm doing prize packs for the annual National Sweepstakes Convention. They found in 2009. Hi, is it for Canadians as well? Sweepstakes, the convention, prizes for me. I'm not sure. There's a lot for Canadians. I actually am Canadian. And that new sweepstakes that I'm running for a client is Canadian. Now, I'm working on, I would like more US clients because, it's more lucrative. I am a business person after all. But the Canadian one, if you go to Canada Takeout on Instagram, Tracy, if you go to Canada Takeout on Instagram, thank you. Yeah, Canada Takeout on Instagram, and they're having a contest, and you can enter one time on the first post was on the 7th. The second post, I think it's supposed to be the 11th, but she might have, I don't know. Anyway, it'll be up after. And then what you do is you like the post and you like the, you should follow the sponsor. I always do, because they always host giveaways, especially the ones I run. If I have regular clients and they're doing them over and over and over again. Like I've been working with the people that run Canada Takeout. They own another company and I've been working with them for over 10 years. Like I keep doing giveaways with them. They just keep rehiring me. Oh, my sound dropped. Ugh. Better. Maybe I'll just take the headset off and sound kind of tinny. Or maybe I'll pull on my mic. Maybe this will be better. Technology. Okay, see if this is better. I don't like it without the... Is this better? Does it sound better now? Is that better? Okay. What are the best contests? Okay. Yeah. What I want you to do is go and start with sweepstakes aggregates. So you can find a list on my website. There's Canadian ones, there's American ones, and I have international ones, but I haven't really populated the international section as probably as well as I should have. And the ones in magazines, your odds wouldn't be so great anyway. What I tell people is to start in concentric circles. The smaller the entry pool, the better your odds of winning. It's not rocket science, right? So I live near a major city. So every week I go to all the local media outlets online and like newspapers, radio, television, and I check all their contest pages. And I enter everything. So you think radio is supposed to call in. They've changed all that. And sometimes you just fill out an online form and I win on the radio like that. I just fill out a form. I don't call in. I don't text, nothing. Some of them, you listen for a keyword and then you text it in. If they call you back, you either won or you're in the draw. Another one, you register, and if they call your name, you have 10 minutes to call back. They're doing more of those. So there's different ways you can win on the radio. So that's radio giveaways, and that's local, right? So I win more local. So when the pandemic hit and everything disappeared, my wins just plummeted. Because I remember one summer, I think between May and like September, George and I went to like 7 concerts. I just kept winning concert tickets. Every date night was like, oh, we're going to this show, we're going to that show, we're going to this show. Now, it's a cheap prize, not a free prize, because yeah, we won the concert tickets, but we got to get down there, pay parking, or take the train. And then, of course, we're going to have something to eat, a drink. And then, it just becomes a cheaper date night because now you don't have to pay for the, now you don't have to pay for the tickets, but you got to pay for everything else still. And then sometimes you can win off a win. Like they used to have, when we were going to the concerts before, they would have like all these booths set up. And one time I went with my daughter, I'd won tickets to see Kelly Clarkson, and they had a booth, and I entered, and then I won Lenny Kravitz tickets. I couldn't go. I ended up giving them to my sister when she had a date night, because I call that a win off a win. So I would start doing that. Depending on where you live, I don't know, where do you live? Like, what's your major city near you? Because I'll give you some advice on where to go, but I'm going to assume you're American, because most of my followers are American. I Win Contest. It's a subscribed newsletter. Oh, Chicago. Sweep Sheets out of Chicago. Austin, Texas. I'm coming to Texas at the end of the month. But not to Austin. I'm going to Dallas. So excited. Oh, London, Ontario. Ooh, I'm in Oshawa. So the thing is, you have to watch it because you're a little further. When you're in London, you're kind of in between. So if you're a little bit far from a major market, unless you're planning to like really drive and stay the weekend, you might not want to enter for local concert tickets, but you might want to end up entering for things like where they offer the hotel stay and that. I see that all the time. My daughter and I won to Kingston, which is 2.5 hours from here. We won a bed and breakfast stay, tickets to the boat tour, a gift certificate to one of the local restaurants, a gift basket from another business. And then we ended up going, it was the summer, we went up in the middle of the week because it was just easier. And then the bed and breakfast people could have all their weekend. And so we had a really good time. But I still had to drive us there. And then, of course, it was only one meal. And the bed and breakfast gave us one meal. But we still had to eat all the other times ourselves. And then the other touristy things we did. So you have to cover that. Anyway, back to, for Millie Boo. Tom Cavalli owns I Win Contest. So I want you to go follow him. I'm still trying to get him on like YouTube, and he does TikToks, but he's not really doing TikToks, not like me. He's best. He loves his Facebook. So he does a lot of Facebook lives, and he teaches best odds sweepstakes. So a lot of the newsletters will brag about, or aggregates will brag about how many sweepstakes they have, and he brags about how many winners he has because it's quality, not quantity. However, if you're new to the hobby, don't pay for a site yet. Get comfortable. There's a learning curve, right? And you're not going to enter as many to start. I want you to start slow and work your way up. You got to remember, I've been doing this for over 20 years now. So I can whack them off in an hour, right? 2 hours. I can just sit and just hammer them away. But if you don't know what you're looking for in the rules and you don't have a system set up yet and you don't have, it's going to take you some time. I just taught a class and one of the people on Tuesday, and one of the people literally had only been entering sweepstakes for a month. So I had to walk her through step by step and I said, listen. And so I got her started on an organization system. And I said, there's always another contest to be won. So just pick what you want to win, start entering those, get comfortable reading the rules, get comfortable adding them into your system, get comfortable coming back to them daily, get comfortable. And then you'll notice that over time, you'll get better and better and you'll speed up, right? It's better to have fewer that you enter properly and don't disqualify yourself as you're getting used to this hobby. Just like anything, right? When you learned to ride a bike, you weren't racing a marathon. You had the training wheels on. You were a little wobbly, right? And then pretty soon you got better and you got better balance and then the wheels and you still fell off a couple times. But then before you knew it, you're riding. It's the same thing with this hobby. It takes time to get going, but once you get going, it's like, and that's the other reason you see people winning consistently is because they're entering consistently, right? Once you start feeling that, it's like the old sales. I don't know if any of you took sales training where they show the sales funnel, but if you're constantly filling the funnel, you're constantly going to be making sales at the bottom. It's the same thing. If you're constantly entering, you're going to constantly win. If you have any specific questions, ask them below. And I hope, Millie, I answered that for you. Organization tips. Okay, so my tool of choice to organize is Roboform. I love it. Otherwise, you can use your browser. Or some people like to use a paid service. So if you use, now Contest Girl isn't paid. She has an organization system in hers, but I think sites like Sweepstakes Atlas do it better. Roboform. Oh, hang on. Do I have anything? It's RO. Can I type a comment in my own thing? Can I do comments? I don't know. Oh, I can comment. Okay, here we go. Roboform. Now, if you go to my website, about 3 things down in the middle, I work with them and I have a discount for people. So it's like, I don't know, $15 for the year. It's worth it. I use it for everything. I actually teach a class. I use it so much. First of all, I've been using it for almost 20 years. My 20th anniversary is next year, which means I should be writing them and saying, hey, this is my 20th Roboform anniversary. Let's do something. Because I love it. And the reason I love it is because not only do I use it to save all my passwords, and it can encrypt things. So, it drives me crazy when people, they ask me for tech support. My friends are like, I'm logged out of something. Can you help me? And I go, okay, so what's your Gmail password? They're like, I don't know. And then they go through books and they have some scratched out and they can't find it. And they try this and I'm like, oh my God. So Roboform saves everything. And I don't have the same password for everything. Like it's different each one. So I save it in there. The second thing I use it for is to organize all my sweepstakes entries. Because unlike autocomplete in like Chrome or Firefox, you can save the whole form. So if it's got like name, address, phone number, and a skill testing question, or hey, some of the movie ones, they love to do this. Who was the actor that played this role? And then you have to put in that answer. If you save it in Roboform as part of your organizational system, it saves the answer. Now, I can't show you. So when I do classes, I've been using Zoom before Zoom got popular, right? I think I've been using Zoom since like 2018. And I started using it because I liked that I could screen share and then show people. Of course, here on TikTok, it's impossible to do that. But that's why I like to use Zoom when I teach my classes, because I screen share. I'll screen share and show people step by step how I organize my sweepstakes in Roboform, how to set up identities so it's got all your information, how I set up they call them pass cards because they were for something else, but some industrious sweeper figured out that you can use it for sweepstakes. So I show people how to save pass cards. I show you how to take advantage of the sweepstakes, the password keeper, which is invaluable because I have it and it's Roboform everywhere, which is great because I have it on my phone. I have it on my laptop. I have it on my netbook. So wherever I go, I have it. And I can't tell you the number of times, or I'm out somewhere and I have to log into something on someone else's computer. I don't remember my password to open my phone. Oh yeah, that's my password. I can log into anything from anywhere. It's brilliant. That alone for the forget sweepstakes. The headache it saves me just on passwords is worth the price of admission, so to speak. Like, it's fantastic. Hey, I do want to show you guys this. Let me get the bottle. I want to show you guys something. It fell to the floor just before this. So these were bottles that we had bought for the 2009 Annual National Sweepstakes Convention. And I'm going this year. I'm so excited. It happens to be in the same city. Like, it moves around. But this year, it's going to be in Manchester, New Hampshire. So they messaged me and said, oh my God, we found a box that we never gave out. And I'm like, you're kidding. So they have a box of 25. This is my only one. It's kind of beat up a little bit. So I said, I'll tell you what, let's give away 24 and I'm going to keep one. And I said, we talked about it. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a video on this, but this is what I'm going to be putting in. So I had to figure out what could fit. Thank God the hole is pretty big, right? What can fit in there that I can give away? Now, I had a virtual contest club meeting. So every 2 weeks, I have a virtual contest club meeting. There's one coming up on Monday night. If you go to my website and scroll down a bit and find virtual contest club meeting, I go through what the meetings are about, the history of meetings. Anyway, it's basically a bunch of sweepstakers getting together, talking about what we won, any sweepstakes we're having problems with, any ideas for sweepstakes. So I was telling them I'm filling this. What do I put in it? Like, I want to give away prizes. What chocolate bars? What can fit? Like, what Canadian treats do we have that you guys don't? So I'm naming things, and I had Zoom. We do it on Zoom. So I pulled up a screen on all these treats, and I was questioning everybody. And so they're giving me advice, and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be fun. So we have a Wonder Bar. And then I made sure, now, not everybody knows about this, but we have Tim Hortons, and the standard coffee everybody orders is a double-double. That means 2 coffees, 2 creams. Well, Coffee Crisp, which the Americans don't have to start with, they made a double-double flavor, and it is better than the original. So I put one in. They were like a limited edition. I had to go to Walmart, and I bought a box. Now, here's a trick. I did a video a few years ago called Stacking Sweepstakes, and then I did another one on Stacking Sweepstakes, because there's a sweepstakes here that I can enter, that if I submit a receipt from a Nelson product, a Nestle chocolate, I can get into a draw to win a trip to the Stanley Cup and other prizes. So I sat at Walmart, I went to the self-checkout, and I checked out like 1 or 2 chocolate bars at a time. So I was giving away like 25 of them. So now I have like 25 entries. So now I can just sit and use the receipts one at a time. And then on the Walmart receipts, they have a giveaway. So then I did this other thing where they had one year I got a little thing of what somebody called Affy dust. And it was, let me see if I've got it here. Let me read the little poem to you guys. It's so cute. I just loved it. And I really wish I knew who the original creator was. So at one of the sweepstakes conventions, I got this. It was all tied up. I haven't tied it. And it's called Affy dust. Affy dust sprinkled all over my mail. Bring me a grand prize, please, without fail. And I loved this. And I'm like, I got to do something. So instead, I made fairy dust. So I bought these like little fairies on Amazon and little bottles with glitter. And I put them in a little bag. These ones are keychains. I also did necklaces. And this one says fairy dust, fairy prize dust. And it says, hold the bottle and close your eyes. Ask the fairies to materialize. Then make a wish for a prize that is dear. And then before you know it, your win will appear. I'm also giving these out because I made so many of them. I have more than I need for the convention. So this goes in. And then I have, I just bought some magnets with this on it. But this is called a prize magnet. And it's got some of the so people, the adage is you want to win cash, cars, trips, and computers. They're the 4 C's. Trips, it says cruise, but airplane was better. And then, so I have a sticker. And then we've got Smarties. These are our Smarties. They're like M&Ms, but better. And then you guys call these Smarties, but we call them Rockets. So I put that in there. And then we have these Aero bars, which are so good. And I put in the mint version too. And then we have a little original coffee crisp. And then we have, I bought some little fridge magnets. How cute are these? And then we have coffee crisp. And then, we have wine gums. You guys don't have wine gums. They're kind of like jubes, but not. I don't know how to explain it. And then I have, you guys don't have Mars bars. So I put in a little Mars bar. And then I have a piece of green aventurine. Now, this is the lucky stone. It says, green aventurine is a quartz healing crystal known for increasing prosperity and wealth in life while easing emotions and removing disappointments. More details, and I put a little bit.ly there. But, I'm big on gemstones. I've done a whole thing on lucky crystals. And then, of course, I put in this bottle opener keychain because it's so fun, but I have to wiggle it in and out to get it in. So there you go. This is one of the prizes I'm giving away at the convention. So they get the bottle and all these treats. Like, how fun is that, right? So I'm glad I had a bottle because I was able to figure out what could fit through the neck. And I have taken this stuff in and out several times. So I know somebody's not going to get there and go, oh my gosh, what do I do? But yeah, so that was the keychain. But see, I made the necklaces too. So they're really cute, right? They're like a little bit of fairy dust and this one's backwards. Where is she? She's so tiny. And a wee fairy. And then I tie on the bag that little saying. So that's fun. So people are going to get that. So I love giving away stuff. And then I'm going to be doing a game where people can win larger prizes from me at the event. So that's going to be fun too. It's a great idea for teacher meeting gifts, right? Like a bottle full of bring a diabetic. Being a diabetic, I could have fun with that one. I know, right? I know. Unfortunately, a lot of the sweepstakers are diabetic. Like it's a fairly large crowd. And, you know what the problem is? And I say this every year because I go pin code hunting, and I'll explain that in a minute. But why don't organic apples have sweepstakes on them? It's always the chocolate bars and the chips and the like, look, I've got some that I'm taking to a friend, right? But what's on it? Remember I said the Nielsen chocolate, right? Like, win. It's on the chocolate. It's on the chips. It's on the soda. I know, right? Anyway, last year, I hit my biggest prize ever from pin code hunting. No, actually, I didn't. The trip was more. So I've been doing it a long time, and we had won quite a few things. But then when I was going through my divorce, I was really sad. And honestly, I really believe your energy. If you're miserable, you're not going to win. Like, I always won, but I didn't win big. Like, I kind of knew I had to be in a happier space. Oops, sorry. And it took a long time for me to get there, to start winning big. And I was going, oh gosh. Did I just disappear? Yeah. He's like, can you come to the shop? I'm like, no, I'm doing a live stream. Like, I said at 8 o'clock, I'm doing a live stream. Hold on. I'm going to just. There. I just told him no, I was live streaming. I can't come to the shop. He has a big garage workshop out in the back. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming. So I know I'm working all the time, but that's what I do. I'm an author. I'm a marketer. I work weird hours. I'm trying to help other people win. Anyway, so they don't have it. Anyway, so codes. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any to show anybody because it's not pin code hunting season yet. But if you go back, like videos, or you go to my blog and just type pin code, you'll find it. It will show, you get a bottle cap and there's a code on the inside. Or the one that I won the trip on, it was a label on the bottle and I used to slice the label off. It had a code. I'd go and enter. So it was 2017. No, it was 2018. And I was code hunting. I find my live interesting. Oh, thanks, Sharon. And my life is interesting too. I told George when he started dating me, I said, the man that spends time with me will never be bored. That is absolute fact. So, I was doing all this pin code hunting and he kept saying to me, we should be focusing on work. I go, look, I got to exercise. Oh, okay. I'll answer your question, Millie Boo, because I have 3 answers to that one. But I was doing all this pin code hunting and he says, we got to focus on work. And I go, look, I got to exercise. So I can pay a gym, like, $75 a month and go and work out for an hour. Or I can get up early, walk around the neighborhood, get my exercise in, find codes and enter win. It doesn't cost me anything. So that's what I'm going to do all summer because I have to exercise. Might as well do it for free, right? So he kept pooing me and I'm like, no. I'm like, whatever. I just kept doing what I was doing. And then in October, I won. Did you kiss boyfriend? Yeah. Yeah, I'm 55. So there's your answer right there. Oh gosh, I have to do this now. How do I do this? Block. Okay, we blocked. Good Lord. Okay. So I was going around, and then in October we got a call where I got rid of him. I blocked him. Age is only a number. Oh, I'm happy to be 55. Actually, the pandemic, I was coloring my hair really dark. Like I'm still dark in the back, but I was coloring my hair. And then I'm like, I didn't like all the skunk stuff. So I had it bleached just before the pandemic hit. I was so lucky. So as it was growing out, because of course the hairdresser was closed for 6 months. So then it was all white. It wasn't so bad. And now I just get little few highlights. And my mom was so upset with me because she's much older. And she says, you girls are going to have to make sure you color my hair till I die. And then of course the pandemic hit and nobody could go visit her and she couldn't go to the hairdresser. And she has like issues with her, she has arthritis and she can't really get up to do all this stuff and with the box stuff. So she had to let it grow out. So she's white too. And it's so much easier. My hair, if somebody had told me this, my hair is 1,000 times healthier. Now that I'm not using that box dye from this, like, it's so much healthier, my hair. It's a little wonky today. I don't know why, but it's so much healthier. So just don't color your hair. Anyway, back to the pin codes. So I get a message that I won one of the 3 trips to Universal Studios. And I'm like, oh my God, I hadn't won a trip in 10 years. I was so excited because I knew that meant like I was out of my doldrums, right? Because you really do, I think it's Esther and Abraham Hicks, but other people have put the vibrational frequency of things. And when you're just sad going through your divorce, your energy's too low to really pull in a huge prize. So when I pulled in that prize, I thought, I'm out of that now. I'm in a good space. My energy's up here. And George was like, did we really win? I'm like, yes, I know. Then I learned you can always change trips too. So what I did was, it was for 4 days, 3 nights, which means we were traveling on a park day. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So I was working with Universal Studios to arrange the whole thing. And I picked a date. I wanted to take my daughter for her birthday, but I didn't want to go on her birthday because I didn't want to be in the park on a weekend. So what I said to them was, we would like to come for 6 days, 5 nights, and we'll just pay for the extra hotel. Of course, they're happy to have you spend money on their property. So, of course, they say yes. And I talked to the girl and I tell her, I didn't tell her. I asked, could we have, and she did it. She was amazing. I sent her a little package of treats. So first thing, I said to her, I want to leave first thing in the morning on Sunday and come back the last flight you can get us on coming back on the Friday. So that maximizes our days at either end. And then we'll go to the park Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the 3 days because that way we're not there in a weekend. Because that way the parks are busier on the weekends. So you want to go during the week. And then I had promised my daughter, the reason I wanted to stay extra is I promised my daughter if I ever want a trip to Disney, the first park we'll do is Animal Kingdom. Because when I was with my ex, we took her to Disney for when she turned 10. And it was the only park we didn't have time to do. We did all the others. And so I said, when we go back, we'll go to Animal Kingdom. And of course, I didn't win Disney. I won Universal. So I bought park passes for the 4 of us, because it was a trip for 4, for Disney for the day. So they had given me some spending money. So I used it plus my own money to pay for the Disney passes, to pay for the extra couple of nights in the hotel. And then, so we had 3 full days. Now, the days I picked, they couldn't get us into the resort that was in the rules. They had to upgrade us to the fancier hotel, and then our room keys became fast passes for the park. I was like, oh my God. So then I wanted to book the extra 2 nights. I couldn't afford the more expensive hotel. It was like really schmancy. I'm like, yeah, we're downgrading a little. So I booked at the resort that we were originally supposed to win at. Now, I thought, so we stayed 3 nights at this really fancy hotel, and then we moved over. And I thought we would lose our room keys and everything. No, we still had them for that day, and they were the fast passes. So we still had the 3 days of fast passes. Awesome. And then we moved to the other hotel, and I thought, okay, moving to the other hotel, we're paying a lot less money value, and then we're not going to be able to... Hang on. What? I hear you. Are you busy? Of course I'm busy. I'm doing a live stream. Carry on. What do you need? Volume? Okay. Well, I can't help you. The joys of going live. I don't know what's happening out there. I just get into my office and I close the door, and this is my little Sweepy world. And so we won the trip. So we booked, and I thought the room, we're paying like half of what the other hotel was at. And I thought, oh, it's going to be a downgrade. Nope. Hotel room was gorgeous. Food was fantastic. The restaurants were nice. Everything was just as good. So I was really impressed because I thought, oh, it's going to do this. Nope. And actually, it even had a better pool. And so, yeah, we had a really good time at Universal. And then we went Disney one day. And then so many of the sweepers are in Florida. So Tom Cavalli, who owns I Win Contests, has annual passes to Disney and Universal. So he met us at Universal for the day, or Disney for the day, and walked us around, gave us all the tips. Oh my God, we would never have had as much fun if it wasn't for him. So that's the other thing that people don't tell you about this hobby. I have made lifelong friends from entering sweepstakes. Now, who would think that? Like, I'm so excited to be going to the convention because I haven't gone to an annual convention in 5 years. There's going to be a lot of hugging. Oh, is Sean here? Yay, Sean. Sean is a rules guy. He reads terms and conditions. I sent him a copy of my book because he's a rules guy. So smart. I'm coming to the States later this month, but unfortunately not near you. Because I think he's in Minnesota. I'm going to Texas and I'm driving. And I'm so excited. This is a road trip. And it's actually manifesting something on my vision board. Not in the way I thought. So I'm going to do a whole live stream on it. What's Midwest? I'm driving through Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee. What's after Tennessee? I don't even remember. And then I think, do I go into Texas after Tennessee? What's between Tennessee and Texas? Indiana. Oh, you're in Indiana. I'm not coming to Indiana. Wait, where in Indiana? Are you near Fort Wayne? I'm passing Fort Wayne. Oh my God, do I get to stop by and do a live stream with Sean? Oh, if I'm coming, I'm going to bring you Canadian treats. Okay, now I'm going to look it up. I know, I have your address somewhere, but for some reason I thought you were Minnesota. Oh my God, I might be bringing you Canadian chocolate. This is so fun. See, this is what I love about the hobby. I have met people, I've made friends. I have friends that I've talked to for like over 20 years. Okay, I'm going to look it up, but I'm going to just look it up right now because now I'm too excited. Okay, so let's see, where are you? If I'm driving here, I can move my camera now. There, I can still oh my God, I'm going to break something in my office. Okay, let me back it out. Let's see if it's on the route. Oh, I don't know if it's on the route. Do I go down 70? Oh my God. I think you're, it's a little bit off because I go through Columbus. Oh, maybe I'll do a detour and come see you. It's not on the route, but I might make it on the route. See, I would totally do it. See, the thing is, it might be, I don't know if it's better for the way back or the way down, because I'm hoping to make it to Louisville the first day. Like, get up at 6 a.m. and basically, shower and go. And be out the door by 7. And if I'm out by 7, or even 6, get up at 5, but that's kind of early. If I get up at 6 and I shower and everything, it's a 9-hour drive to Louisville, plus border, plus stops, plus, right? Because I figure it's going to take me, so where do I go here? Nashville. Yeah, so I get to Nashville and then I turn and I go to Memphis and I go through Arkansas and I get to Dallas. Oh, I go like that. I'm surprised it doesn't take me to Chicago and then down St. Louis. Oh, I know why. Because, so I could go to Chicago and then down through St. Louis. But I think it's an hour longer. So let me just do the, where am I going? I'm going to Helene. I'm going to Helene's old house. I know, right? So they're in Alvarado, Texas. And I want directions from home. So let me see what the options are. Okay, so if I left now, I could be there in 22 hours and 26 minutes. Yeah, so I go through Indiana. Okay, so there's two routes. Oh, one's 4 minutes. So one's saying, okay, tell me this, Sean. One route is I hit Indiana and I go through towards St. Louis and then down, which is on one side of Bloomington. Or the other one takes me through Cincinnati and then Louisville and then down to Nashville and across, which is where I was thinking of going because I love Nashville. Nashville is like halfway, is 11 hours. So I can go Fort Wayne, Indiana, like Fort Wayne, what's the main city? What is it? Greenwood? I see Greenwood. What's that big city? It's not Mart. What is it? Why isn't it showing me? Google Maps is not my friend today. Yeah, so I passed Fort Wayne and then, so yeah, you're halfway between the two routes. So it goes, so if I came that way, I could see you and then cut across. It would just add time. So maybe on the way back is better. And then, I do want to go through the Nashville route one way because Recalculator on TikTok lives near there. And I'm like, maybe we can figure out a time. He's like, but I work during the day. Like, he has a regular job. He does this stuff, side hustle. And I'm like, yeah, but I'll be driving all day. I'm just not, but I don't know how it's going to work out for time. So it's going to be okay, now I'm going to try and figure it out. Because now I'd love to meet you and bring you some Canadian chocolate and treats. If you like potato chips, I can bring you some, I'm going to take down. So another thing I'm going to do is Tom Cavalli did this last year at the annual Sweepstakes convention where he did a game and he did lives and people would find prizes, find little things that he would leave. And then if they found them, they would come to him and he would give them a prize. So I thought I would take things that I can't ship, like ketchup chips, all dressed chips, Kraft peanut butter, maple syrup. Just all kinds of stuff that people could try. It would be fun. Anyway, we'll see. So back to Molly. I don't know if Molly's still here. I totally got sidetracked. Molly Boo, I think it's still here. So my best prize, okay, I have 3 answers for that. The most expensive prize we ever won was a trip to the Winter Olympics for 4, which was amazing. They flew us out there. We had tickets to games. The whole place looked like Las Vegas had landed on it because everything was like the whole city was done up for the Olympics. It was so fun. So that was my most expensive prize. My coolest prize was before it was open to the public, we went to the Harry Potter set. And it was a party. It was a contest that was run all over the world. There was 150 people from all over the world. And we got to have dinner on the set. And we dressed up in costume. And they served us butterbeer. This is before they even had it at Universal Studios. We had butterbeer. Like, this is the one they used to make for the kids. So it had like they were serving it out of bowls with the dry ice and all that. It was so fun. And then they had the costumes there and they had the animals there. And it was just really cool. And so I have a picture of me in Dumbledore's chair, like before it was on tour and before it was like, this was closed set stuff. That was really cool. And then my priceless prize is meeting Sting. I have a picture of his arm around me. He smelled really good. So, and the other one, he's gotten really popular, Mr. Bublé. I met Mr. Bublé and I have a picture of him and I cheek to cheek. He's so sweet. Love to see that his career has done really well. So yeah, lots of fun. So there's lots of things to be won. Like, so, and pin code hunting. So the biggest instant prize I won is outside. It's a hot tub. That is so cool. Love it. Except next winter, we're not going to keep it full because we didn't use it this winter. It just wasn't working. I think it's still not quite warm enough to start going in it soon, maybe in a week or so. But then I'm leaving. So by the time I come back, it'll be warm enough I can use it all summer. But yeah, we love that hot tub. That was a good prize, $5,000, and they roll in the backyard. So George just laughs at me because I'm always doing stuff. And I did a video on how I manifested a trip for my sister and myself. And I'm like, I'm winning us this trip. And George is just like, yeah, whatever. And it was during the Super Bowl, and I was entering this contest like crazy. And he's just like, she's nuts. And then 2 days later, I come out and I go, I was just notified I won one of the trips. And he's just like, he just laughs at me. And then he goes along for he likes the fun part. Like, he doesn't poo-poo me. Sometimes he's like, really? Shouldn't we be doing something else? But now we'll be watching TV and I'll sit there with my little Chromebook that I bought last year because I thought my computer was dying. I thought, oh no, I got to have a backup. And I have a netbook that I won, but I won it in like 2013 or it's so old. It's like churning and I'm like, I can't have this die on me. So I bought this Chromebook, which turned out to be fantastic. And I couldn't believe I'd had it like 6 months. And then I realized it also turned into a tablet. Like I could fold it completely over. I felt like such an idiot. When I figured that out, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. But yeah, but Sean, yeah, that I know where you are. What if I add a route? Can I add a destination? Bloomington, click on the... Okay, now I'm going to move you up. How do I do this? Okay. You know, going through Bloomington only adds a half hour to the drive. If I go that way. The half hour is not a long time. You're not really out of the way. Okay, so I have to figure it out. I have to sit and figure out, because I want to see recalculator Nashville. So one route, I'm going to have to go this way. One route, I'm going to have to go this way. So let me do the math and figure out. See, Bloomington is, I think, about 8 hours. Okay, let me just cut off. Let me see how long it is. For me to use 9 hours and 41 minutes. Oh, see, that would be a full day's drive. So if I left here early, I could be there by... Basically, I could be there by dinner time because I'd have to make a few stops on the way. Yeah, we're going to do this, Sean. We're going to figure it out. Because, like, I could stay in Bloomington for the night. I could just make that my stop for where there is. So we'll talk. I'm going to send you a private message and we'll figure out where the hotels are, where I can crash and we can do a live stream and I can eat and all that stuff. Because there'll be all the regular things, right? Like Holiday Inn Express and blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, this is going to be so perfect. And I get to meet your puppy. Oh, your beautiful puppy. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I don't even know if Sean's still here, but it doesn't matter. Can I see? No, I don't think he's here anymore. But that's okay. I'll message him. So, yeah. Okay, so now my goal is on the way down to meet Sean. I'm like his mom. I'm old enough to see his mom. I'll be like his mom, hanging out with his mom. As he's a little scattered. And gotta rein him in. But yeah, I'd bring him treats and stuff. It'll be fun. Anyway, it's 8:55. I'm gonna go. Oh, does anybody have any questions before I go? On prizes, anything? Oh my God, my office is such a mess because I'm still putting together all these prizes for the convention. And I'm trying to do, and I have to send them like packing slips because they have to know how much everything's worth. Because when they put together prize packs, they want people to have prize packs that are of value and not, you know, they don't want somebody winning $10 and then somebody winning $100. They try to put things in such a way that people are winning like, you know, $50 worth of stuff. Or, oh, what is the contest name again? iContest. Okay, so the sweepstakes website is, hang on, let me just write it in the comments and then I'll answer the next question. It's I Win Contest. And you can find Tom on Facebook. That's his best channel. I'm still trying to get him to YouTube and TikTok. He's not listening to me. But I also think he doesn't want to get super big because I think he likes the level that he's at. Okay, so stay motivated. Oh, it's hard sometimes. I have not been winning a lot because I haven't been entering a lot. So I guess I'm not too upset about it because I know that I'm like focused on work and teaching. So I haven't been winning a lot. So I'm kind of okay with it because I enter what I can when I can. Oh my God. Oh, I did it. I got everything out. So Helene Hansel actually has advice. Where did her book go? Okay, I have a proof here. That'll do. Helene Hansel actually has How to Get Out of a Rut. Okay. She says, relax in a comfortable position. Breathe deeply and mentally repeat. With each breath, I'm cleansing myself of worry, pain, envy, hate, or whatever else you want to eliminate. This should take only 5 minutes of your time. There's so many things you can do to keep yourself happy. Keep an uplifting outlook on life. Now, this was really hard when I was going through divorce because I knew this up here, but this was like slogging through mud. It was so hard to pull myself out of it. Like a lot of crying. Robert Ohotto was the one that saved me through that. His teachings. And I love him, and now I work with him. So we definitely have a soul contract. She says, by all means, walk the malls, the park, visit a friend, or exercise. Share only happy situations with friends. That is a good thing. And I heard another TikToker talk about this. Oh my God, I can't even remember who said it now. So I'll give somebody credit if I remember who it was, but that wasn't me. And they said, oh no, it wasn't a TikToker. It was Soulful Revelations on YouTube. And she was pulling cards. She was doing something for the April new moon or full moon. It was a cleanse and what you're supposed to do. And one of the things was, like, for example, if you're trying to manifest a new partner and someone says, do you see how's dating? And you go, yeah, it really sucks. I'm not finding anybody out there. And yeah, no, with those words. Yeah, I'm right on track. It's on its way. It's showing up. That person's showing up. I'm right on track. And I thought, that's brilliant. You don't talk about negative stuff. So if someone says, what have you won this month? And you go, not much yet. I'm excited to see what's going to come. So that means, yeah, you're winning something. It could be 5 minutes from now. You know what I mean? Do you feel the energy difference? Okay, so here's what else she says. Avoid dwelling on your problems, for they are only projects that you can solve. A wise man once said, don't tell people your problems. 50% could care less, and the other 50% are glad you got them. Give that some thought. Oh my God, I miss Helene. Like, thank gosh, I I really believe she hangs around with me in spirit, because sometimes I swear I feel her. Oops, I lost my little fairy dust thing here. Gotta tie it back on. Clearly didn't do a good job. Yeah. I wish I had spent more time with her when she was alive, or was able to spend, more time with her than I did. But I know she's around, because I remember I was working on one of her books, and my girlfriend who's intuitive says to me, because I was talking about doing another project, and she said, I think Helene's here. She goes, I said, what do you mean? She goes, all I heard was, my book's first, my book's first. Oh, it's so funny. So yeah, that's what her advice is. And yeah, and you know what? It's okay to have a dry spell. And always when you're entering, have the attitude. So there's two ways you can enter. You can enter when you're feeling shitty, because sometimes when you're feeling shitty and your vibration's low and you start entering and you sit there quiet, and I like to have a cup of tea, right? This one's done, but sit and have a cup of tea and you're entering, and then you start looking at prizes and you're like, oh, like just pretend I'm at my computer. Oh, look at that trip. That would be nice. And then by the time you finish, like now you've been entering for a couple hours, right? No, PCH is not worth entering. I want you to go to my blog. I did a TikTok on it, but I don't even know where it would be. Go to my blog and type in Publishers Clearinghouse or PCH. And I wrote a blog, and I actually wrote out the odds. You're better off buying the Powerball. It's terrible. Another reason to follow I Win contests is he teaches better odds sweepstakes. And because he lives in the States and I live in Canada, he outwins me, because there's more opportunities in the States than there is in Canada. But also, I haven't really been entering very much right now. I'm focused on I want to finish 3 books, and I'm way behind. I'm doing lives. I'm running client sweepstakes. I know, so fun, right? So if anybody's in Canada that's watching, I want you to go to Canada Takeout and enter their contest. They're giving away over $5,000 in prizes. And I get to pick the winners. I'm so excited. I love running sweepstakes. I vetted the rules. Where can we get my book? Amazon. Actually, if you go to my website, I have the direct links to all the books, to Amazon, Kindle, Kobo, Apple Books, Google Books. I was going to start using another distributor, because apparently they can get it more out to like independent bookstores and libraries and stuff. And it started to become a problem. They didn't like the format I had. They didn't like this. They didn't like that. I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. So I'm just not doing it. I'm just staying where I'm at. And I have it as ebook and paperback. Oh, you're in Vancouver Island. Ooh, you know who you're close to? Michael Auger, the author of The Law of Attraction. He is lovely. Google him, Michael Auger. But yeah, it's on Amazon Canada. Like I have it Canada. If you don't have a Kindle, if you have a Kobo, you can get it on Kobo. I have 4 books on Kobo right now. I have this one. And then actually, if you want the Kindle, the very first book I have, this one, it's supposed to be purple, but it came out gray. Gotta love printing. This is Canadian. It's 99 cents for the ebook. And I have the American one, 99 cents. Now, it's a little bit older. It's missing some of the modern stuff like Instagram. But it's a good start. It's only $1. So you can start there. And then I have this book. And I'm working on prizes everywhere. And I'm way behind. So, yeah, it is cool. Yeah, check out Michael Auger. He's so fun. Now, he's doing a lot of emotion code stuff right now. He's not doing as much law of attraction stuff, but he has really good videos. I actually have a whole playlist on my YouTube of his stuff. They're all my favorite Michael Auger videos. Love him. Love him. Yeah, what else? I think I've covered enough for an hour tonight. I'm kind of pooped. I've got this to deal with. I think I might go to bed early tonight. I'm so tired. This is why I'm not winning. Oh, yeah, Millie Boo, why don't you go to my website and scroll down and find the blog post, or just type in club meeting. Come to Monday night's virtual contest club meeting. Oh my God, I don't even know how many people are coming. Did my email go out? I think it bounced. I might have to do it again. You know what? I better do it again. Because I moved my stuff. I was trying to save money. Yeah. I moved my stuff from there to MailChimp, or from MailChimp to Email Octopus. I had like 800 of them bounce last time. I don't know why. So they suspended my account. They're like, you have too many bounce backs. And I'm like, oh. So I downloaded everybody and put them into MailChimp again. And I sent out, but I don't know who bounced. You know what? I better send one to my whole list and tell them. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that right now after I hang up. Okay, so I seem to be doing these every Friday. I don't know what I'll be doing the 22nd or 29th because I'm going to be in Texas. But yeah, it'll be so fun. I better go do that because I don't have a lot of people that are signed up for it now that I mentioned that. Oh, work is never done. Okay, and I will see you, Millie. Oh my God, this is fun. Okay, and then Sean, I gotta go. Where is Off? Oh, Off is in this corner now. Okay, bye.